see, I believe Wario is generally Graham's pick here against Carls.
Oh, and going on the other side of losers bracket, they have the roommate matchup, Carinal versus Colors, which we saw here a few weeks ago.
Always very interesting to see.
Very, commonly seen around here, and quite the comical affair it is, as neither of them plays their main character. All right, so Graham going Inkling. Oh, this is Carl going Inkling. Graham staying with the Wolf.
All right.
Interesting.
Going for the Wolf, yep. So yeah, not really the characters we expected to see here, but they could be strong picks for him.
Yeah, Carl's basically almost exclusively a Shulk main, although he does, often, if you mention it to him, he'll tell you very adamantly, I play tons of other characters in friendlies, so.
Well, of course he has, with such solid fundamentals, he's able to play any character that he wishes to great effect. And we might be able to see that here with this Inkling here.
That Rapid Jab. That's gotta be the best one.
Yeah, just racking up so much damage. Getting that paint on him is so very important because now he's going to take so much damage for any future hit. That bomb doing it even more so.
Wow, surprised he's not able to get the tech chase there. He looked totally ready for it, but not quite going to make it happen. And Graham, okay, getting shield grabs.
Oh, wow, with
call
the forward
out.
smash. Very smart.
The call out and then the counter punish. Graham showing Carl he does have to respect that Wolf Flash on the stage. Tech chase again, okay. Carl with the edge guard. Chasing him down out of the jump.
Apparently able to keep him out. Seeming like a good pick for Carls here.
Yeah, this is a very close game. And I know that Carl has lost to Graham a couple of times. I'm not sure if he was going Shulk most of the time or what the matchup was, but
yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the matchup is. I believe Graham has a strong showing against him though, and he is closing that stock with a dash attack.
Right. So Graham's still going to take the lead in this game, even with Carl's kind of counter pick. Forward air not going to kill.
Keeping him out there. Still able to make it back. Wolf a lot of airspeed, so his recovery not as bad as people would originally think.
Well, it's also scary to try and stuff it, right? So Carl went for the stuff the first stock and was successful kind of punishing the ending of it with the forward smash. But then the second time around, Graham catches him with that Wolf
He
Flash.
does catch the up B with the back air, though, and that will close that out.
Yeah, not impossible to edge guard. It is just... it requires high execution, so.
And especially since he has multiple options out there, you have to be careful.
Was that Nair into the jab? I didn't know that the soft hit Nair combos at low percent. That's pretty strong. Regardless, Graham with the big lead here. Oh, inking him up.
Yeah, Carl's trying to get some of that ink on him. Racking up that damage. Inkling, of course, very capable of racking up a ton of damage very quickly.
Especially if you get a combo started on you when you're already inked. That damage multiplier definitely comes into effect.
Yeah, that's absurd amounts. And then, before you know it, you're at that percent where roller will just close out the stock. Well, that back air knocking him far off stage, opting to come back with the roller.
Surprised not to see a punish out of shield from Graham there.
Yeah, perhaps a bit afraid of the roller. Of course, a very scary move.
Up clear. Okay.
All right, and we're starting to bring a lot of damage coming out, and they're both pretty much a kill percent here.
Dash attack not quite going to do it. Kind of crazy DI from Carl, or unless there's a hitbox item.
Oh, and yeah, the roller does close it out.
Yeah.
Even at that 90%, but the up tilt coming out, and it's equalized once again.
Yeah, up tilt not really a KO option I see out of Wolf super commonly, but Graham's been making great use of it so far tonight.
Yeah, it is a very fast attack. Comes out, covers a decent amount of space.
Oh, not quite able to get the up air
risky,
chain.
but obviously it's been, it's been working out.
Graham looking to start a forward air chain of his own. Okay. Yeah, and you will get inked up if that's blasting on your shield. Okay, and there's the forward airs. Carl stuffing out with the back air. Ooh. Graham coming out on top of the scramble though, and the tech chase. Ooh, not the second check.
A lot of use out of that neutral air. But Carl's answering back, gaining a bunch of percent on him as well.
Yeah, very close game here.
And Carl's, let's see if he makes use of this neutral victory here. Ooh. Graham able to get back in.
Stuck on the ledge.
Scary with that dash dance. Keeping his options open. Oh, misses that forward smash barely.
I'm surprised not to see Graham still not really favoring the forward tilt at the ledge. Carl missing that up there.
Really trying to get those smash attacks off. They will kill at this point.
He's got to be getting close to the up tilt KO percent as well.
Yep. But right now, has to really be afraid of Roller. If he gets hit by that, that bury will be the end of him.
Right, so he's over 122, which is kind of the magic number now after the patch, where the Roller has actually increased bury time compared to how it used to be before 2.0.
But of course, Inkling at a very high percent too, very scary. Even dash attack might kill here. Not quite.
Carl's still getting that DI going straight
Able
up.
to make it back on stage, but the forward tilt, once again covering that get up option. And that's 1-0 for Graham. Graham continuing to look very strong in this tournament.
And because of the time, even though this is winners finals, we are still going to be doing 2 out of 3 here since it is quite late.
Yep. Is
another
Grand
90
Finals 3 out of 5? Or? We just got to run it out. Gotcha.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So we're seeing 2 out of 3 here. So if Graham wins this, he will be moving on to Grand Finals. I think we have the names in the wrong spot, but it's all good.
Calling out poor BY. Yeah, Graham on the left. Or, well, now on the right. Now we got it fixed. Wow. Roller in the opener. Not going to work out. Oh, almost the reversal with that up tilt there, but also not going to work out. And Graham racking up quite a bit of damage to start at this match. A lot of salty runbacks to Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it's very neutral stage. Everybody feels comfortable on it for the most part, so it's not a bad pick. Of course, Wolf, it's a good stage for Wolf. He has no issues with it. Oh, I meant for Inkling also.
Okay. Not quite gonna get the edge guard there. Thought Graham had a big situation to get an early kill, but not quite gonna hit. Okay. Chasing out Carl. Oh, I'm whiffing the grab there.
However, just racking up so much damage on Inkling right now. Carl's not really able to do that much against them. Perhaps this was not the correct counter pick, but if this was his comfortable stage, then it might not totally be the issue.
In the chat. Oh, I was just trying to... Anyways, yeah, we had, I believe, 93 entrants for tonight. Excuse me, sorry for...
93, yep, still very large. Even though the game is 2 months old, we're still seeing a lot of attendance at these tournaments. More than we even had in previous weeks. Of course, the weather not quite as bad as it has been, so people more willing to come out.
Right. Wow, I'm surprised to see Carl living this late. You know, like we were saying, Wolf with like a ton of different KO options.
Oh, the Wolf Flash, catching him with the spike hitbox, bouncing him right all up there.
That is quite the call out for just throwing
Just
Wolf
throwing
Flash.
it out in neutral, yeah. But it works, and that's really what counts. And right now, he's got a pretty nice lead on him, hoping to get some extra credit here on the second stock. But of course, Inkling, very scary, racking up some more damage on him.
Yeah, the adjustments Graham has made between the games have been really good. He's not getting caught out in the neutral nearly as much by Carl's aerials, really scouting out the movement and managing to avoid it. Well, as I say it. Carl gets something started, but Graham escaping the edge guard.
Yeah, he's really wanting to look to close the stock now before it gets too far of a lead for Graham here.
And as soon as we pass that magic number, straight into the roller.
Of course, very much looking for that. Such a powerful kill option.
I'm surprised that the Inkling dash doesn't quite low profile the Wolf Laser. A lot of projectiles, you know, Inkling can just kind of run under them.
Yeah, of course, Wolf Laser is just a very good projectile in neutral. Hard to do all that much about it. And he's just unable to close his stock, and that's hurting him so much here. We could be seeing Graham in Grand Finals. If Carls can't change something here soon. He needs to make some adjustment.
Yeah, Carl had a couple of disappointing weeks, and also the monthly, you know, not quite living up to his own expectations. So I'm sure he'd be much happier if he was sitting pretty in Grand Finals.
Does manage to get a bit closer to that dream, closing out that first stock.
Okay.
He can rack up some of that famous Inkling damage. He will be able to tie this up quite shortly. But coming in with that neutral air, beating out the neutral B. Not afraid of that option. Not afraid of getting a bit of ink on him if it means he can get that kill. will be very important for him right now. But yeah, Inkling managing to tie this up a bit, making it a bit closer, getting a bunch of damage out on him.
Yeah, a couple of grabs and the juggle states, you know, working out for Carl. And here he is into it again. Nice. I think guaranteed combo with that percent, it looks like. It's the back air.
Back air. Graham did not expect that option there.
Ooh, almost with the 2-frame on the forward tilt. It was very close.
Oh, but we see the up tilt once again, closing out the stock.
Yeah.
Doing very well for Graham here, but Carls can close this out quickly.
Ooh, not what you want to see, but Carl's with a good DI, getting up and out. And really trying to avoid taking any more damage.
Yeah, they're really feeling each other out here, making sure that they don't take any unnecessary hits. They really are trying to hold on to their percents as much as they can. Wolf here, able to get back to stage. Throwing out a roller there, interesting option. Doesn't quite work for him.
Trying to cover kind of the roll get up and the neutral get up. And even like a late get up attack probably. Or an early one rather. Strong hit back here is going to catch the jump off the ledge. And scouting it out once again.
Not quite able to finish quite yet. That back air possibly would have finished it, but it does whiff.
I think back throw is probably a kill option at this point for Carl. Yeah.
It seems to be, and now we have last stock here. Carl's trying to keep his winner's bracket hopes alive. Has 40% versus 7% here. Has to make up quite a bit, but it's totally possible.
All right, escapes the tech chase scenario. But Graham still rushing him down.
Graham keeping those follow-ups very strong. Just Inkling can't keep his distance.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's like a magic range that Carl wants to be at, like close enough to threaten Graham to not be able to laser, but you know, Wolf the rush down. Oh no, the whiffed grab after the Wolf flash.
Very unfortunate. Could have gotten a lot of credit off of that. But down smash, not hitting because it's getting the slower hitbox on the back on him.
Carl with a full tank of ink. He's got what he needs to make this comeback.
Yeah, but of course, Wolf just really needing one strong hit here to close out the set. That up tilt almost being that hit.
I think that roller, he intended to go on stage, and then instead he just barely misspaced it and ended up bouncing off the ledge. Yeah, he's looking for him now.
Throwing that out, like really hoping to get that roller hit.
And hoping Graham doesn't mash, right? Easier to get out of, pre-120. Or I think it's 122 is the exact.
Of course, at this percent, I believe you could still get a forward smash, which would close out the stock.
Oh man, it's getting really
That's
close.
The grab. The back air not quite killing, but
not from center stage.
Very close.
And
that neutral air does close it out. That is the stock and the set for Graham here going on to grand finals.
Yeah, hopefully somebody catches them. I'm sure they're not quite expecting winners finals to be 2 out of 3.
Oh, yeah, I hope they were told. They seem to just be going back to it.
Right.
Well, okay, I guess we're running 3 out of 5. TO decision. Okay. He has the power. And he wants to see some more games out of this set.
I think instead what they're opting to do is run the lose bracket stuff off stream. So.
Yeah, it seems like we already had Karanal versus Crazy Colors and Zane versus Geist. Karanal winning out over Crazy Colors will meet Geist in loser semifinals.
Right. Which
I believe will be run off screen. We have Carls going for Sonic, a character I did not know he had in his pocket. I'm interested to see how it does for him. Obviously, Final Destination a very strong pick for Sonic here.
You know, I kind of think Carls expects to have more characters than he really does. Not that he's not, you know, proficient with them enough to kind of have some fun with, but I do think, you know, I have not seen a lot of counterpick situations work out for Carls in tournament, so I'm a little disappointed to see him swap up the Inkling after he had such close games. But so far, working out close in percents.
And he's managed to keep these sets close, so it's not like it hasn't been working for him. It's just not quite there yet. But, getting that forward smash.
Waiting out Graham's invincibility, and I think Graham, you know, definitely was not aware of the Sonic angled forward smash able to catch you on the ledge.
Yeah, so we're seeing this choice kind of work out for him. Because, of course, maybe Carl's not quite warmed up on this character, but Wolf is not warmed up against facing him, so that might prove to be useful for him as well.
Yes, Sonic has become a lot more of a fringe matchup in Ultimate after the changes to the spin dash, the removal of the invulnerability on his moves. you know, a lot of people dropping the character.
But he's still making strong use of that side B to the homing ball.
Right.
I don't think...
and it doesn't matter if you don't have invincibility if your opponent doesn't throw out a hitbox in the first place. So
yeah,
running straight through.
Perhaps giving that move too much respect here. I'm not really quite sure how to counteract it.
I mean, he may not be aware. He may not know of the changes to Sonic in Ultimate.
It's possible. We have not seen this character being used much in this local scene.
Oh, definitely not.
So missing the forward smash, and he will get punished for it. That up smash is taking that stock.
Yeah, kind of similar to the Inkling up smash. The Wolf up smash has an early hitbox on either side of it, and it'll drag you into the strong hit with the upward trajectory. Okay, Carl working on an edge guard here.
Almost landing that spring on him.
All right, looking for that F smash again. This time getting stuffed up by the Nair.
Trying to lead into some forward air strings here, but does get grabbed. That Sonic back throw, almost strong enough to kill him, but it won't quite do it yet. Oh, accidentally getting on stage there. I don't believe that was his intention. He is going to get his stage taken off, his stock taken off for that.
Yeah, Graham definitely showing some signs of discomfort here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's just unfamiliarity with the matchup, or if it's just Carls is might be getting a read on Graham here.
Forward tilt.
Forward tilt on
his
ledge.
do it.
Not able to make it back. Oh, actually, the air dodge barely putting him back. Of course, Sonic able to act out of his up B.
Right. Yeah, an important part of his edge guarding.
Oh,
nice.
hit him with the back air out of the spring.
The reverse.
All right, that time mixing it up by not going for it, tricks Graham and allows him to go back to the stage. Getting a good amount of damage on Graham's last stock here, actually.
Ooh, that up tilt probably would have done it. Oh, Graham fishing for him, not quite connecting. Tense situation for Carls, but he's getting a little bit here, a little bit there.
We're just seeing some pokes here and there, and they're not able to touch to actually land any hits, but that forward tilt does close it out. Very strong on ledge there.
I think Carl actually had his down tilt Z-axis by the Wolf towards the end there. I'll be looking for it now to see if there's some odd pose that Wolf makes where the Sonic down tilt will whiff between the legs. But Graham with a lot of work to do here. A whiff punish on that down tilt would be kind of convenient actually in this moment. Oh, back throw, not quite gonna do it. And looking for that F smash 2 frame. Oh, a little bit of a Randy one in the neutral.
Able to get away with that up B. Dropping the spring on him, not doing any damage though. And seeing both of them running up and shielding, not able to actually get anything out of it.
Ooh, Graham going for a death.
Oh, charges up that down smash, almost gets the kill. So scary for Carls right now. That back throw, not quite closing it out. Of course, nerfed in compared to its Smash 4 counterpart, but able to read the roll and that forward smash, getting him another stock in that game.
Yeah,
and now we're seeing a bit of a comeback.
Curiously, Graham kind of going on a one-track mind there. That was 3 down smashes in a row, none of them connecting, and
it did not work out for him. Instead, Carl's getting that stock. And so now I'm curious to see if he decides to stick with Sonic here.
We're going to Smashville. Okay.
All right.
Sticking with the Sonic.
We're seeing Sonic on Smashville here. He's hoping that he can keep Graham guessing with Sonic's play. It has been working well for him so far.
So does Sonic reach the platform out of the spin dash here? Is he able to like pressure Graham in the same way, or is that going to make a big difference in the matchup?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure, but it might be why Graham has chosen to go to this stage here. Ooh. Oh, but Carl's still getting some good pressure on him, getting some strong damage on him early game. And yeah, we can't doubt the efficacy of the Sonic here. It's doing quite a lot of work for Carls here.
Yeah, I think this might be the first time he's gotten a win off a counterpick character here at Game Arena. Typically only seeing success with the Schultz, but you know, it's clear that he's committed to the idea. That he's like, in certain bad matchups or against specific players, I'm going to, you know, come up with some counter pick plans. And so far, yeah, mixed success, but at least we're getting started.
Yep. I mean, of course, Carls is a very smart player, so he does, if quite possibly he thinks it's the correct option, and then it very well could be. Getting another back air here. It's going to be tough for Wolf to cover, but he does get back. Carls electing just to safely charge that forward smash.
Oh, the trade.
Almost a complete trade there, but Graham does manage to get back.
Not for long.
Yep, quick reversal does take that stock.
Okay. Up throw. And then backing off. Kind of interesting.
Managing to get a bit more hits off of that spin dash. Been doing just a lot of work for him here.
And especially the mix-up, the jump out of spin dash into the immediate homing attack after it's hit Graham's shield has been netting a lot of extra damage for Carl, even when the initial spin dash is not connecting. Oh, it's a stare down the shields. That's happened so many times in this set, it's kind of crazy. Oh, I didn't even know that could happen. Graham's dash kind of avoided the homing attack there at the end. Ooh.
All right, we're seeing both hits coming out of the neutral B.
Yeah, I think it's 13%, 18%, somewhere in there.
Just currently getting so much damage on Carls. Carls can't really answer with much here on the second stock. Barely interrupting that up smash though, saving himself.
Couple of trades.
Almost getting that kill.
And I think next grab will be a guaranteed kill for the Wolf here. The back throw is strong enough, and that's
back throw
definitely
will close it out. Yep, does get the roll behind back throw.
Yeah, that definitely secures it. Oh, I thought he was going to get the double hit there, but just the muzzle of the gun, the blade smacking Sonic in the face, and I guess Carl's kind of DIing up, avoiding the second hit laser there. But he's got himself the advantage state. Oh, no. Graham making it back to stage.
Making good use of that neutral air. Just keeping Graham out, but Graham has a neutral air of his own, also just keeping Carls on that stage. Back air almost closing that out.
Yeah, the red flash, I thought that was it, but good DI from Graham. Oh, and a nice recovery.
Oh, the down spike, but he is able to make it back just barely. Wow. Any lower, and that could have been the stock.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't actually spike him hard enough. I guess he was 76 after the hit, so, you know, when you're at full hop height above the stage, not quite enough.
Back air, high enough percent to kill him across the whole stage. And now we're on the last stock situation. But Carl's looking high percent on his winner's bracket stock here. Could be bad for him, but we've seen Carls come back from worse positions.
And let's not forget, we initially thought this was going to be 2 out of 3. That would have meant that Carls would lose 2-0. So this second lease on life, we'll see what he can make happen here.
Able to make it back, but it's so hard for him to gain any ground here. Wolf is just doing such a good job of keeping him at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Throwing out that F tilt. If it caught him, that would have been death. But not able to make it land. Yeah, Carl's getting a bit of a combo out of that grab there.
Graham getting lazy here, looking for the KO again. Needs to be careful.
Especially this is pretty scary for him. He does just go right back into the forward smash twice. And Carls is able to close that out.
You see Graham's eyes go wide. Must be at least a little upset with himself, because it was clear that he wasn't, you know, giving it the 100% effort. He's like, I'm at 23, you're at 140. This game's over, I win.
Yeah, he felt too comfortable and just didn't really give it the respect that it deserved. And Carl's able to eke that out. And now we got a game 5 from what we thought was a done and done set.
Yeah. Swap up? Okay.
And we're seeing the Wario come out. Historically quite good against Carls, but I'm not sure if that's quite the right pick here on Game 5 when, you know, the Wolf has been doing quite well for him.
Well, he is down 0-2 against the Sonic so far. So
that is true, yeah. It's quite possible this is a good pick against the Sonic.
So the one big thing that I know of from Brawl with Wario against Sonic was that the bite would just command grab you basically out of your spin dash 100% of the time. So I'll be curious to see if Graham goes for it and how that interaction works in this game. I think that'll be a pivotal thing in the matchup if it does still in fact work that way.
For sure, and with Sonic being nerfed, it's quite possible that would work.
Oh. The F smash gonna connect.
is still able to get back, though, with Bike. It is offline for a few moments here. And he's just racking up so much damage here. Just Wario, he can't get anything done with Wario. This might have been the incorrect pick.
Yeah, so far Carls is, you know, with a pretty hefty lead, although we've seen these be reversed amongst these two players in this set.
Yeah, this is, as I've said, they've come back from quite a large deficit, so really ain't done until it's done. And right now...
Especially with Wario having his own dirty comeback mechanic.
Yeah, and we see just a quick string getting a lot of damage on Sonic here, and it's not quite as uneven as it was a moment ago.
In fact, I think we're getting to the point where the Waft is going to KO. Oh, wow.
For sure, and it's a very smart option going across the stage. Sonic not prepared to deal with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still able to beat him out. He really needs to close his stock. That forward air is not even going to quite do it. That one will, though, however.
Yeah, although Wolf is not a light character, he is in that middleweight class. Wario, even heavier.
So obviously living to quite good percents here. Sonic just not great at closing those out unless he hits them with one of those errant forward smashes.
Yeah, I think he's like around like the top 10 or top 16 like heaviest characters is Wario. Waft will definitely do it here, and it's fully charged.
We have the Waft on deck. We'll see if he elects to use it on this stock or to save it for the second one. But it seems like he would really want to close it out on this
Wait,
first
did
stock.
the dash attack just go straight through the spin dash there? That's a huge thing in the matchup if that's actually how that interaction works. Oh, not quite able to get the frame trap on the ledge. Back here still whiffing for Graham. Carl being very slippery here in the neutral and able to attack in a little bit more. That's all you gotta do. Yep, once again.
And just getting those bits and pieces, just widening that lead, and it's just looking bad for Graham here, which is quite unfortunate. Looking so strong earlier in the set.
Well, it's extra unfortunate for Graham in particular because of how disrespectful he was to Carl when he had that huge lead in the last game.
True.
Ooh, forward smash gonna whiff here.
Yep, of course, getting the punish on it.
Or be blocked at least.
Getting a little bit from the bike. Allows it to recharge here.
Obviously, the secondary effect, charging the Waft, no longer relevant.
Yep. And he does close out that first stock, not having to use the Waft, so that could be quite huge here. I think aims to come back on the second stop.
Yeah, definitely Graham's plan. He had, he had a couple of opportunities to go for it there. So,
ooh, that back here closing out that stock, and now it's just a full stock lead for Carls here.
All right, we're gonna see what Graham can do. He's landed a couple of the combos with the Wario. Oh, there we go.
Getting 2 hits of Nair. Oh, barely missing the Waft. That could have been it.
And Carl's taunting. Oh my.
Oh no.
Speaking of disrespect, Carl knows what happened in the last game, and after that whipped Waft, Carl knows just as well as we do, it's going to be a really difficult comeback for Graham.
We're still doable, but he really has to close this out quick, because every moment Sonic is just whipping in that little bit of damage, and that's just meaning so much right now.
Are we going to see Carl eat his own words the same way Graham has so far? Oh, no, turning it around, saying, no, you're not getting a comeback on me.
Of course, this is not too different from the comeback we did see last match.
Right.
So I wouldn't count Graham out. Of course, the momentum can totally shift. Like that down air there.
Wow.
Giving him an option against Sonic's recovery, possibly. Maybe that could change the match.
Yeah, it'll definitely make Carl have to think a little bit more about how he's going to make it back to the ledge. Can't just go low and be safe every time. But still with almost 100% lead, and now, in fact, over 100% lead.
Once again, chaining that side B to the neutral B.
Ooh, mixing it up.
To mix it up. Does get slightly punished for it. Oh, looking for that back air so much. Not able to get it.
Oh!
And the weak Waft doing a good amount of damage, but of course not closing it out.
Okay.
But this is very even now. Wario, with all that rage, can close out the stock for sure.
Oh my gosh. Such a tense situation for both players.
Carl's really looking for that back air, and he does get it. The reverse 3-0 for Carls here in winners finals of Game Arena. That is big for Carls here.
Getting the pop-offs once again.
Yeah, a well-deserved pop-off.